Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 47 for learning management system in Django with ReactJs. In this video, we are going to perform the student registration. Okay. So in our previous video, we have implemented the teacher courses via skills. What does that mean? It means when we click on here and when we click on the course detail page, and if we go to the teacher, then in our previous video I have implemented this skills. When we click on the PHP, it will fetch all the course related to the PHP. This is pretty straightforward. Okay, so now in this video let's talk about the user registration. So this is the user module we are going to start. Okay, so I will try to implement the same things like we have did in our teacher module, like login, registration. Okay, so let's start with the user register. Okay, so here I have opened the teacher register and we will see what things we need, and so that we can do quickly. So I am in the components and let's go to the user and let's go to register.js. Okay, so here we are. So now what we need, first of all, we need use effect, use state, Axios and the base URL. So I will copy this and paste it here. Okay, it is showing gray because we have not used this yet, so that it is showing gray. Okay, and also this is so link, we didn't use the link here. No, we didn't use the link, so let's remove this link. Okay, so we have this API teacher. Okay, so similarly we will create the API user, but later let's implement all the other functionalities. So in the teacher data we will specify the data. Okay, we will specify the empty data. So this will be student data. Okay, so set student data. Okay, so what things we need to add a student? Let's go here and let's go to register. Full name, email, username, password, interest. So full name, email, password. After the full name, email, username, and then password. So here we can say the username, right? And then we don't need the mobile number. Are we? No, we are not asking. And then we need interests. Okay, right. So this will be the status of what is the status of this form. Okay, so here we are. Now the next thing, when anything is changed in the input, then this function will be responsible to do the things. Okay, so let's implement this here. Okay, so now what I need to do, we need to define the name. Okay, because with the name we are getting the value. So name is, okay, so here we, okay, so this will be the name equal to email, right? And this is, and this should be text. Okay, and this will be full name. This is email, right? And this is username, and this is all, this should be also text, and this is username, right? And then name, password. Okay, and then name, interest. Let's copy this, paste it here, right? And then we have a register. Okay, so let's see what things we have in the form here. So we don't need the form tag. Okay, because when we click on the button, then we will implement all the functionality. Okay, so we are not performing the action or anything here, so we are doing via Ajax. Okay, so what are the things we need? We need on change. We will click on this function. Okay, so what it means, whenever we change the text, or whenever we add, then this will run this function handle change, right? So if the handle change, then this will add the data in this student data. whenever we change something, then it will add the data in a student variable. Okay, so full name, email, password, username, interest, and status. Okay, so status by default we can say we don't have any status, so by default we can say the status. Here we are saying the status nothing. After the post we can say the status success. Okay, so we have implemented we have changed the form here. Now let's go to one thing more we need to do. We need to implement here the on click submit form. So here let's add on click submit form, and we need this function. So here we are, this is the function who is responsible to submit the form. So I'll copy this, okay, and let's paste it here after this function. So submit form, full name, email, full name, email, this will be username, and here it will be username. We don't need the mobile number, right? And this will be interest, right? So this is interest, and this will be teacher data interest, username, and everything else looking good. So after posting the URL, we will set student data here. Okay, so we are trying to post the data. This is the base URL, teacher form data. So this will be student form data. Okay, and from the constant, this variable we are fetching the data. So this will be student data. Okay, because ReactJs is nature in reactive, so whenever we change anything, it will set the variable value here. Okay, so this will be like an object, and this is key and the value. So here we are changing the value, and when we submit the form, then we are appending the form value in this set student data. Okay, so by default it is empty, and after submit the form, we are setting the data. Okay, so here we are appending the data, and after submit and response is something, then we are again empty the data, but the status is success. Okay, so after that, what we are doing here, use effect. In the use effect, we are saying the document dot title, let's say student register. Okay, so what else things we need to do? I think teacher register, everything is fine. This is student register, and this will be student, right? So let's go to the API. So here we have a API, and let's go to LMS. Let's go to URL. Okay, we need to go application level. So here the main URL. Okay, so we have a teacher. Okay, so what we are going to do, let's open the views.py file. So here you can see that this is the teacher. Okay, so in this we are this is the teacher login. Okay, so we can say list create API. Okay, so this is responsible to creating the student data. Okay, currently it is creating the teacher data. I'm giving you the example. So let's start with the student data. So I'll copy this and paste it here, student data, and this is student list. Okay, so list create API, what it will do, it will perform two things. So the first thing, it will give the list, and the second thing, we can add the data, okay, via form. And let's go to the model now. So I hope we have created the model for the student. Yes, we have created. Now let's go to the student, and here we are. So student dot object, and we need to create a serializer. So let's go to the serializer. So did we create the serializer? No. So what we will do, we will create the serializer. Here we are. So student serializer. student serializer model student. Okay, so serializer is responsible for transforming the model data into JSON format and send to the view. Okay, so ID, full detail, we need what things we need, full name, email, password, qualification. Okay, so why we are not showing the qualification here? We are not showing the qualification. Okay, but we need to show in the form. Full name, email, password, qualification, mobile address, interested categories. So full name. Okay, so full name is here, email, password. Here it will be username, right? So username. If we need, then we will create another other fields. Sorry. Mobile number, we are not asking for mobile number, so let's remove this mobile number. We are not asking for address, so let's remove this address. Full name, email, password, username, and interested categories. So full name, email, let's add here full name, email, password, username, interested categories, right? So we need these things, so we are good. Okay, so student serializer will be go here. Okay, so I will also migrate the things because we have implemented the migration. So change in the model, so that we need to make migrations, right? So what it is saying, student serializer is not defined because we need to import the serializer. So I'll say student serializer, right? Now let's make migrations. Yes. Okay, so python 3 -.py migrate, right? So everything is migrated. Now I will restart the server again, right? So now we have implemented first we have implemented the register things. It's okay. We have implemented the URL. No, we didn't implement the URL. So let's implement this. I'll say student, and this will be student, and student list we can say. Okay, so student list. Now we have implemented the URL, and this is called the view. So view is here student list, and this is the model we have created. Student serializer we have created. Okay, so we are good to go. So now let's go here and refresh this page. Okay, so if I click here, okay, so student register, but it is showing me something error. Set teacher data is not defined, so we are here set teacher data. Okay, so set student data actually, right? Everything is okay, and this will be set student data, right? Okay, so we are good to go. So if we click here, request failed with the status 4400 something, it will show that everything is we need everything required. Okay, so let's go here and fill the data. Okay, so let's fill the data here. And why this status? Okay, let's copy this. Actually we need to show the status here. One thing is pending because we are using the status but not showing the status, so we will show the status here. Status means was the form status, I mean to say. Okay, so student data, right? Thanks for registering. Something wrong happened, we can say. Okay, so if we click here, it is showing nothing. If this is success, if this is error, if this is nothing, if this is nothing, then we will say all fields are required. All fields are required. Okay, now let's see. Oh, by default it will show because by default it is empty. Okay, fine. So when we submit this will show the status error. In the error, something wrong happened, it should show. I'll move this into right and click here. Okay, it is showing nothing. Okay, we'll see this. Actually, we need to show this error here. Okay, but let's see. But first, let's create our API for registering the data. Then we will see. So let's put the full name. So the full name will be Suraj Kumar Code Artisan Lab. Okay, and username, let's say Suraj Kumar, password something, interest Python, Django, JavaScript, right? And if we click on the register, it is saying again qualification, mobile and skills required. So qualification, mobile and skills required. So why it is saying qualification? Okay, I understand, because we need to put here the student. Okay, all right, this is fine. Okay, so let's put here now John Doe, john12@gmail.com. John12 interest something this and register. Again it is showing the error. Interested categories. Okay, interested categories, here in the interested categories. Okay, so we need to interested categories right here, and let's put it, because we are sending this data post. Okay, and when we are accepting this, then we are in the serializer we are accepting as a post, so that we need to send this interested categories. Okay, now let's again register. Okay, so now thanks for registration. It means student has been registered. It is saying interested category is undefined. Interested category undefined. Okay, so it is interested category. This will be go here. Now this should be okay. Okay, so one thing more, it is not making the data empty. This is the one thing. And the second thing, student data status equal to success, then it should show, it is showing if the status is equal to error. Okay, it is not showing the error, and if the data is empty. Okay, so we'll say the value this. Okay, we are not saying the value, so that it is fetching all the data here. Let's put the value, so that it will change the value, whatever set status will change. Okay, so let's do here student data dot full name, and we'll copy this here, here. I hope you are understanding all the things. Okay, so if you have any issue, then you can add in the comment section, right? Username, email, full name is always there. So name, interest category. So let's change this interested categories, right? So interested name, everything is fine. Let's do our last time testing. Let's say Alex @gmail.com, Alex, password, interest Python, Django, right? So register, and it is saying something, interested categories field may not be blank. Okay, so why this is showing this interested categories field may not be blank? Okay, fine, right, very right. And this is the testing number 4. I think this is testing number 4. This is student interested categories, name interested categories, interested categories, tested categories, interested categories 0. When we handle change, why this is not changing? Okay, let's see in the text area. Yes, the values, skills. So everything is fine. Interested categories, yeah, it seems that everything is fine. So why that is not changing? Let's see in the without change handler. Oh my god, we have provided this here, but we need to provide it here. Okay, you understand? Okay, I hope so. So now let's Alex password interest Python Flask. Flask is also a good framework. Now let's click on register. Okay, here 201. So everything is looking fine. So we have, and now it is empty the data, form data. Okay, and if we click here, it is showing the error, but it is not showing the error message. Okay, so we will show the error message, or we can say status, right? So if we say, like, let's see, console.log, and if we say in the response what we have, sorry, let's click on here, and in the console what we have as a response, then response equal to this, and actually we are posting the data directly. So excuse, then response, console.log response. Okay, so click here, and let's go to network response JSON. We can show, okay, we will see this, that how we can show we should show this. Okay, let me comment, let me know in the comment section that we should show the error, all of the error here, or we should show every error in after the input element. Okay, so it will be better for us to show the error messages. Okay, so yeah, so we have created that, but yes, we need to show the error messages. So I will fix, and maybe I will push with the error messages, or maybe in the next video we will discuss about the error message and the login and all the things. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any question, any query, then please add in the comment section. I will try to resolve that as soon as possible. Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe this channel and like this video, and also you can follow me on GitHub, and if you can, please support me with a small donation, and I will provide you the source code of any project that you need via the repo. Okay, so you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and just you can donate me via Razorpay, PayPal. I have given everything on the about section, you can check that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.